I'm sorry, excuse me, you want a tip before I see if you show up on time? What's up, everybody? It's your girl B Octavia, and I am back with another video. Welcome to my channel. If you are new here, my name is B Octavia. I'm from Washington, D.C., and I'm 25 years old. Today is Call 'em Out, episode 34. Here on Call 'em Out is a series that I like to do and call people out for either what they've done or what they said. Basically, the behaviors of others that I feel compelled to call out. Now, this video will be about the tipping culture. The term tipping culture is the mindset of a lot of people in food-based jobs like delivery drivers and things to that nature, and servers and what have you. The mindset of them now, and how they feel about tips. Tips being, the customer either comes in or gets a delivery order and they tip or they don't, right? So today we will be talking about the tipping culture, and I'm gonna be 100% honest, okay? My perspective is coming from me previously being in the food-based genre of the work field, okay? I was a cashier and a server for almost 2 years. I have a lot of experience on either people tipping or not tipping, right? It seems to me like people forgot what job they signed up for, mixed with a little pride issue and entitlement. Now, the tipping culture has grown exponentially over the last few years, as many people in society feel like a tip should be required on a small order, on a big order, on an order of fries, okay? But in most cities and states, it is not required. I believe that this is more of a city and state issue. Listen, go to the government and voice your opinion. I'm sure they be having meetings and things like that. Do your research that way and get your voice heard. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they'll create a law, maybe not. But complaining about it is only showing more about y'all, okay? In the tipping culture, what I find is a lot of people that work these food-based jobs, they end up shaming folks like you and me for not tipping. And to me, that is preposterous. Now, from experience, New York is one of the only places where the tip was automatically added to my bill. And I was mad looking at the bill, but I did respect the hustle of it. And, if that's something that happens in New York and they are considerate to the workers in that way, that's what's up, So I was like, I work this type of job, I serve people, that's pretty cool. They should do that in DC, Maryland, and Virginia as well. But they don't right now. That's just the reality of it. It ain't really nothing I can dispute or complain about if it's automatically added in. I already ate my meal, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I should have did my research on that. But I wasn't mad for long, because it's like, hey, I ate the meal, it was delicious, I had leftovers. So let me just put my card in there and pay for it, I seen a video of a delivery service like DoorDash or what have you, and it was a TikTok, right? So the TikTok it was a whole bunch of orders sitting there ready to be picked up by the drivers of these delivery services like Grub, DoorDash, whatever. But no drivers was picking them up. And no drivers was picking them up because it was no tip attached to the order. I'm sorry, excuse me, you telling me you want a tip before I see if you show up on time. You want to tip before I see if you show up with my drink or not. Did you not bring my drink because it was no tip attached to it in the beginning? How do I know you a good driver? How do I know my pizza ain't going, all the toppings ain't going to slide off my pizza? How do I know that? Because you want to drive like you in a GT, a Hellcat, SRT, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's not how it's supposed to work. If I tip you and my pizza come with all the toppings to the left when they supposed to be all over the pizza, and I didn't tip you, I'm getting my whole refund. You ain't getting nothing out of it. Okay? Nothing. But it doesn't stop there. I remember working at a restaurant where people come in and order at the counter. Most people pay with a card. Some people pay with cash. You know what I'm saying? In most cases, if they pay with cash and they got a little change left over, they'll put it in a cup. Some don't. Okay? But if you pay with a card, of course, you know you get 2 receipts. One you sign for us and the other one that you keep. It's a little tip section on the joint. I want to say it was like maybe 75% of the people left it blank. Is that okay? Yes, that's okay. I never got mad about it too, because all I did was take their order. All it took was less than 60 seconds. And I never tried to like ask the customer in a slick way, you know, about the tip section being clear. That's their choice. I wanted to make this video to say that I understand tipping on big orders. You know, I would be kind of upset if I was like a delivery driver with this huge order and, you know, lugging that shit back and forth and, you know, the things that it entails. Making sure everything is right before you leave the restaurant. Things like that. Like, I understand being upset about it, but you could be upset and not give the customer that. You know what I'm saying? Not give the customer attitude. You never know. They might call up after they get everything and look over it themselves and give a tip over the phone. You just never know. I think that some people be taking that opportunity away from themselves. Like, I done took orders and it'll be just a lunch meal or it'll be a huge order. Ain't no discussion or no tip, you know what I'm saying? And after they get their food, they might put a few dollars in the cup. You know what I'm saying? Like after the whole transaction is over. But if you get mad seeing that it's no tip in the first beginning, you took an opportunity away. You might be late on purpose. Like, it's people that do that. Like, you signed up for the job, not me. Okay? Don't be late on purpose, my food code, all that, because I'm going to end up getting all of that money back. Don't play. Don't play yourself, right? I understand tipping for whatever reason you feel like tipping for. You know, if they got good service and you had experiences of bad service, tip them. You know what I'm saying? But it's your decision as a customer. Like, look, don't let this new breed of workers trick you or peer pressure you into giving them something that they 9 times out of 10 don't deserve. It is people that bust their ass. Don't get me wrong. You know what I'm saying? It's people that bust their ass as these delivery drivers and things like that. But if you go into it with the mindset of, oh, no tip is not good enough for me, you need to find a different field to work in. You know, if you at the counter and you expecting tips to just flood in and they not flooding in, so you got an attitude about it, you might not get tips for the rest of the day just because you in a certain vibe. You know, your vibe is fucked up. You got to have some type of optimistic mindset and fucking claim that shit. Listen, wake up and be like, today is going to be the day. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a good day. Don't even say nothing about the tips. You know? Don't even think about the tips. And watch, they're going to come in. And don't let nobody peer pressure you into giving a tip that they probably still won't be grateful for. I be seeing some people talk about it, and it's like, mamas, sweetheart, honey, what do you want this to be? Do you want the tip to be something to pay your car note off? Is a couple dollars cool with you? Shit, what if I just wanted to round up, the shit was $12.50. I wanted to round up 50 cents to make it completely even, and you fucking mad? I wanted to round up to make it even. Hey, because these delivery service joints, don't, like, if you work there, don't act like you not at least getting a few dollars off that order. You doing it for a reason. You know what I'm saying? You doing it for a reason. If you do enough orders, that shit is gonna start adding up. Don't sit up and count it every hour. Don't sit up and think it out to this astronomical shit that get you in a fucking mental bind. You know, stop thinking about tips so much, and maybe they'll come in. And then I seen multiple ones like, we not getting that much off the order as a delivery driver, so y'all need to just pick it up yourself if you're not gonna put a tip down there. Well, maybe I will. Maybe I will, Rebecca. Maybe I will, Samantha. Maybe I will, Keisha. Maybe I will go pick it up. Like, I be understanding with certain jobs where delivery drivers for like restaurants and stuff that's not like attached to Grubhub and all that shit, they don't get paid a good rate. So they do depend a lot on tips, you know. But again, how is that the customer's fault? How? Yeah, some people need to be more considerate and thorough. Look, if it's a big order and the drivers, I mean, you got to think about all that. People making the food, all of that. Pay, right? Pay a nice tip. But if this is an order in which I done spent my last $30, okay, you following me? Because I'm famished, okay? Where's the other? What do you want? Do you want $5? I don't have it. So I gotta go pick my own food up because you got an attitude. Or my shit come late, it's cold, you got an attitude about a tip. How you know if it was warm, I wouldn't have gave you no tip? You don't know that. Shit, y'all better end up going on strike like everybody else doing. Y'all better create a union. Join the wave. Okay? And stop like publicly complaining like that. Like, if that's a point of view of yours, cool. That's great. That's how you feel. But don't get mad when people be like, you complaining about it, but you signed up for the job. Don't get mad when people's opinions come left and right and say that you ungrateful. That's how I feel. I mean, trust me, I done been in some cringy situations where this girl was working right beside me and she was trying to flirt with this guy that worked at a dealership so he can put a tip on there. I told her after he walked away, I said, don't do that no more. Especially when I'm right here. Please, don't do that. One of the most cringiest moments of my life. I mean, the desperation be real, and I understand going home with something in your pocket, you know, especially something extra that can, like I said, help you get home that night or help you put some food in your belly. But hey, if it don't come, it'll be a reason why you should save better, or a reason why you get more than one income. You learn how to do that, you know. Anything, everything is better than publicly complaining. It's better than complaining in general or having a bad attitude about it, you know. You shouldn't be in that field if you feel like you gotta rely on tips every day, you know, to the point where you pressuring customers that's coming in. You don't know how they bank looking. You don't know what's going on. Everybody just don't have it like that. If I got it, if I got a few dollars, but if it's $3, be happy that you got to tip it all. Shit. First of all, you in the wrong work field. Second of all, if this is your mindset, you didn't deserve no tip at all in the first place. The people who work off a commission in certain jobs like dealerships and things like that, they got it the worst. That's one of the worst fields in my opinion, especially if you just like people don't gravitate to you for you to sell them a car or however that shit go. Most delivery drivers for like UPS and stuff like that, they don't be getting no tips, and they got hella loads to unload for businesses and all that. What about the truck drivers too? They don't be getting no tips most of the time. All you be saying is, oh, thank you, have a nice day. You don't get them $5. Don't be or act ungrateful. It's not cute. If you're not just working off of tips, be grateful. It's some people that work in restaurants that just work off of tips. It could be a lot worse. You getting a cut out of that order if you don't get no tip. You know what I'm saying? And it'll build as you do more deliveries. And don't expect tips. So when you do get tips, you can see it as an ultimate blessing. You don't see it coming or none of that. And also, if you a shitty worker and you don't know you a shitty worker, you'll know once you get no tips at all. Okay? Because some people even, the customers start off giving them a tip, you know, before they even get there or anything from these like Grubhub and all that shit. And the person still got a bad attitude. So you know what happens? Give me my tip back. Give me my tip back. They don't deserve it. Give me my tip back. I did that one time. Give me my tip back. Or if you work in a restaurant, they end up skipping you altogether when they handing out the tips. Do you want that? No. So check your work ethic. You know what I'm saying? If you know that's top tier, good for you. Shout out to you. Much love to you for being a hard worker. In this climate, in this society, it's not easy, you know? Dealing with people every day is not easy. But most people in the most hardest jobs of the world, they don't get no fucking tips, man. They don't get no tips. So that, my friends, was Call 'Em Out episode 34. Leave your thoughts in the comments down below, and I will see y'all in my next video. This week, just like last week, will be very eventful. We're going to be getting into some stuff, talking a little on the side, giving very honest and unbiased opinions. You know what I'm saying? It's always a vibe. It's always a vibe. I ain't never gonna steer y'all wrong. Shit. Cause for what? You know, sometimes just for what? So I appreciate y'all for being here. I know I be telling y'all that all the time, but it's true. I appreciate y'all for being here. I feel very grateful and blessed to be in this position, to talk to you all every other day. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I will see y'all in the next one. Thank you for watching.